What's good, YouTube? DM Gaming here, guys. And in today's video, we're going to be covering the air raid offense. So, supposed to do power option. I told somebody I was going to do that. But I did promise somebody already I was going to do air raid. And so we're doing air raid. And plus, there's a lot of people requesting the air raid. Surprisingly. All right. So, if you're new to the channel, and you're excited for college football to come out, and you stand up when you use the bathroom, subscribe to the channel, man. Click the sub button. Don't be scared. It don't bite back. All right? And don't forget to click that bell icon so whenever the deep dives finally decide to get here, you'll be notified when we go live for the best breakdowns on YouTube. All right? So, before I get into gameplay, a little bit about the air raid. Air raid is just that. You airing the ball out. One coach that we know famous for the air raid was Mike Leach. Texas Tech ran air raid. He ran it wherever he went. They found it. They discovered it in Florida. Long story. But it's the air raid, okay? Not run heavy. You don't run the ball a whole lot. Wisconsin last year did a... There are different variations of the air raid, okay? Wisconsin last year did do a more run-heavy air raid, but you know the air raid at the end of the day, you're trying to spread the defense, not to run the ball, but you're trying to spread the defense to create space on the field to get your athletes in space via the pass game. A telltale sign of the air raid, the majority of it's ran out of shotgun, if not over all of it. Also, the splits of your offensive linemen are a lot wider. What this does is it stretches the defense out. It spreads the defense out and makes the route to the quarterback a little bit further, thus giving the quarterback more time in the pocket. Now, one of the most popular concepts in the pass game for the air raid is the mesh concept, where you got those you have two receivers basically doing rub routes, okay? Basically, a rub route is where they cross each other close enough to where they can high five and dap each other up, you know? And it puts a lot of strain on the linebackers in this defense. Personnel-wise, as far as the air raid, a pocket passing quarterback is ideal. Quarterback with high awareness who can see the field but has the arm strength to deliver any pass that you put in front of him. Me personally, I love a dual threat quarterback because by spreading the defense out, that's going to create running lanes. So if a pass protection does break down, you can get out of harm's way. Receiver wise, this is one of those offenses where you kind of need a little bit of everything. It would help. You need those possession receivers. You need those bigger receivers going over the middle for those mesh routes. It helps if you can have deep threat because one of the flagship plays is a 4 burst. So having guys that can stretch the field is also really, really key. So let's get into this. I'm taking out Quinn Ewers. It's Arch Manning show here all day. I don't know. Plus Arch is a little bit more mobile than Quinn is in the game. They upgraded my boy, so you know we got to go with him. So formation-wise, and this is just the generic air raid playbook, you have green rip offset, ace weak, ace rip, ace double tight, ace flip, early offset, early halfback strong, early rip halfback strong, ninja, empty base, and then we're back to green. So we are just going to do a random, and then you can see here, there's no other formations. I mean, you got your goal line, but it is what it is. We're going to do a random play, okay? And then as far as the defense goes, they're lining up in the multiple. Hey, we're just going to do a random play for them as well. Random formation, random plays, random skill sets here. So this is something that I need to get a picture of, is the splits. All right, so look at the lineman splits right here, okay? So what I'm going to do, all right, let's take a visual image here of how wide out they are right here, okay? So next, I'm going to get purposely go line up in a goal line set. Um, to showcase the difference in the splits. Okay, it's very hard to tell, but they're closer together right here. They're not as spread out. Okay, and it here's the deal with the lineman. It's not going to be this major gap, if you will. But the way that it works is, what do I want to do? Random plays. It's see, the gaps are a little bit wider, but they do their gaps by a foot, so it's not going to be this super duper noticeable difference, but it's noticeable on the field. Okay. Now let's get into running some plays and things like Ant Bob. Like I said, having a quarterback who can be dynamic in the backfield, who can read the defense, get the ball off in time, this is ideal right here. See all of this wide open space that you create because of the route concepts, because of the offensive lineman splits and things like that. It spreads the defense out. See, right here we have that mesh concept where X and circle are going to be crossing. This is going to put strain on these linebackers. Somebody is going to be coming open right here the majority of the time. Not going to be every time. You also have your flag concepts, and you also have stick concepts right here. So those are some really cool concepts that you can take advantage of in the air raid. So right here, a perfect example of a play. You got I call it a deep drag. That's not really a post. This circle, Golden over here is running the post. Helm looks like he's running a deep drag. And then you have a dragging up by Isaiah Bond right here. Your number one target is that post. Okay, the reason why right here, the stress player on this particular play is going to be that backside safety. Okay, because you got the deep drag that's going to carry the linebackers into the safety. It's going to hold the backside safety, but it's also going to get the attention of this the safety over here to the strength. He's over to the strong side to double the two receiver side. Okay, that safety. Okay, so if he bites on that deep drag, then that's going to leave that post open. Okay, now. So my number one target is going to be the post. I'm looking for the post. X really right here, Helm is just the decoy. Now, if he comes open, he comes open. But he's not generally your primary target because if those backers drop, they're going to drop and the safety's over the top. It's going to be a very tough spot to put that football. Okay, so with Golden running this backside post, or this really a play side post because it's to the strength, it's going to make it so that if the safety bites on this deep drag, you're going to hit the post. So now what happens is Bond's route. I can't tell you what this route is called. I would call it a dragging up. It's still a crossing concept between him and Helm. So they're still going to be crossing, still going to be able to kind of touch those crossing concepts, kind of like a sort of a mesh type concept there. But he's going to be running up the field. So here's the deal. Okay. If the safety takes the post, Bond could be open. The big part here is, are we going to have time to throw this? Now, you also have your check downs to the running backs, but I really want to see what happens down the field. So what I'm going to do, because the check downs here, the running backs are also used to hold the linebackers, okay? But I'm going to go max protect right here. Because I want my running backs to block. I want to make sure I have enough time to see what happens down the field on this pass. Right there. All right, so taking a look at that in instant replay, we could kind of break down what happened here. First and foremost, the blocking scheme. I made my running backs block, which was a pretty good idea as I had all day to throw. If they weren't blocking right here, that play doesn't happen. Okay, so the stress player on this particular play was this safety here. Okay, you had your tight end in the game running that deep drag. I call it a deep drag. It's what it looks like. It's not a post. It's not a, boom, 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 and boom. But we notice that he is the stress player right here. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out here. And we're keying him, all right? So, keying this safety. Here's that deep drag. Remember what I told you? It holds the linebackers. All right. And this safety is right there. Could I hit that? That's going to be a very difficult throw to make to this tight end running over the middle with this drag. Their window is there, but that's not my primary target. Okay. My primary target, my number one target is the post route right here, which is there. It is there. I can throw that. That is open. Okay. But the moment I saw this, okay, Bond has good speed. He gets across right here. Once I saw that corner, he committed to that post route right there. I knew Bond would be open. Lay it up over the linebacker's head. Touchdown. Could I have hit that post? Absolutely. I could have absolutely hit that post. We wouldn't have scored. I could have hit it. Why? Because the corner is in a trail position and the safety is backside. Now, the danger in hitting that post is the safety is still in position to break on that football. Okay, so that was my number one. I wasn't 100% sold on this route. But when I saw the corner, notice the ball isn't out yet. Right here, the ball's not out. I already know that Bond is going to run upfield. He's not going to continue to go to the sideline. So right there, I just throw it to where he's going to be. Bam, mismatch, touchdown, checkmate. Okay, this is just your Hail Mary play right here. We're just going to throw it up, and they get the interception. All right. Run play right here. You don't see that a lot out of the air raid, but it is there. Halfback draw. So the run concepts are your draw plays. You might get some zone reads or something like that. They utilize the running back. I didn't mention personnel for the back. I would prefer, if I was running the air raid, a receiving back. Because you are going to be utilizing the back. As you can see in this route right here, he's that primary target on a wheel route out of the backfield. Or a seam route, however you want to call it. They also utilize the running backs with screen plays, okay? So, once again, now they're in a prevent defense, okay? They got 3 safeties on the roof. So, chances are that this play is not going to, it's not going to happen. If it was 2 safeties on the roof, this play would be ideal because, once again, the safety, I would say to the right side, which will make the strength the right side since the running back is on that side with 2 receivers. That safety, that far safety in the top right corner would be my stress player. As you can see here, the tight end or the wide receiver Niblet right here would have to make a choice. Do I take the post? If he takes the post, then I hit the running back. If he takes the running back, then not the post, the corner route. I'm sorry. Do I hit the corner route or do I hit the post? So with them having 3 guys on the roof, I am going to do this right here. Okay, let's move him over. Okay, let's put him on a post route. All right. Now I'm stressing. I have stressed both of those safeties. We know that the linebackers are not going to be able to run with this wide receiver. So now what I need to do as well, because you also have that backside safety, I am going to put Bond on a fade route. Okay, the reason why is because if he can get by that corner, okay, he's going to hold the safety. Now I have put pressure on all 3 of these safeties with the vertical route. My play side wide receiver is running the hitch. That should take care of the corner. Okay, and that's going to open it up to where the corner doesn't play deep on this corner route. Okay, so now that safety is stressed with 2 different routes. And now you see the safety in the middle of the field is also stressed. Somebody is going to come open right here. Hopefully, I picked the right person. Let's see. Oh, I did not get time to throw the football, but you saw what happened right there. Oh my gosh, I hate that because he was definitely open. So right here, bam, he was open. I don't know why it takes so long to register a throw in this game, but whatever. Like right there, he was open. Bam. Bam, I could have hit him. Right there. Okay, I wanted to make sure that safety committed. Right here, I was already pushing the button to throw. I don't know why it takes so long to register, but you saw what was open. Okay, so looking at the 2 safeties up here, because of 3 safeties on the roof, which is not a normal look for a defense. They're in a prevent style defense. Okay, this is what happened. The corner did continue to drift on this corner route, which is fine. That wasn't fair. Okay. The safety right here had to stay put because of the vertical from the running back. All right. Now, why this backside safety or this middle safety right here, why he drifts with that post route, the corner route, I have no idea. Okay. Because had he stayed put, then that route wouldn't have been open. Okay. And then actually I could have hit the running back. I could have put the ball to the inside shoulder of this running back, and that would have been a complete pass. But you saw what happened there. Okay. You got to make them wrong at all times. Two safety on the roof. Okay. Here's the mesh concept again between Bond and Helm. Okay. You have vertical route concepts on with the other receivers and the running back. Okay. The key right there is the running back. You have that concept with him. Okay, we're gonna have a motion player and Niblet. Is that Niblet right there? No, that's Moore Jr. Okay, he's gonna come in motion. That's gonna hold the backside corner, backside safety with that vertical route. My other receiver to that side on the trip set right here, he's running a vertical. The running back is running a wheel route. Notice on this, he is the primary. Why? Because the mesh concept in the air raid offense, you run it a lot. So this is kind of like your decoy. The linebackers are going to be your stress players right here. Because if they take the running back, if one of them takes the running back, then you're going to have a check down with one of these guys in the mesh. My primary person would probably be Bond just because of his athleticism. Okay. Motioning the guy over is going to take that guy, if they're in man, to the other side of the field, which I know they're not in man. They're in zone because this backside corner is too wide to be in man on Isaiah Bond right here. Okay, so they're in a zone defense. Okay, so him going in motion, he's just going to bump out. Everybody should shift, but they might not. I don't see him staying in place right there without somebody right there. They should just shift and bump over. Okay. Once again, primary target is the halfback on the wheel route. So who is my stress player right here? My stress player in this particular formation and play is the cornerback, okay? Because now the cornerback has a choice. If the cornerback takes the, he has several options, okay? If the cornerback takes the post route, the wheel route's going to be open. If he takes the wheel, now the post may be open. It depends on the safety. Okay, but if he comes down, because notice, remember, we're putting the guy in motion. So that's going to take this other guy out of the picture that's head up on Niblet or Moore Jr. Okay. Now, if that drag route or that mesh route, this crossing mesh routes come across, that corner is stressed. He's either going to have to play flat or he's going to have to play deep. Either way, he's going to be wrong. But the key to this play is the guy that's lined up over Moore. I can't tell you if that's a backer. That looks like a 3-3-5, so it's probably a safety. If he stays put, this play is probably busted. But let's check it out. He goes in motion. Yep, they bump. He rolls down. Even better. Running back open right here. Gotta make a better pass. Gotta make a better pass. So look at an instant replay right there. He was actually in man. He was. Nope, he was in the zone. He just motioned over. Okay, he motions over. You say, okay, if they're not in man, why would he motion over? Because you got to balance the formation. It's all about balance, guys. Okay, so when he motioned over, the other safety, I wish I could back up further. The backside safety rolls down to play over the tight end. Okay, so you have your mesh concept right here. Like I told you, your stress player is this corner. He stays with the post right here. Okay, and that's going to leave that open. It's a small window, but, I don't know, just inaccurate, not very accurate pass right here by Archie. It's fine, but y'all see the intended target, okay? Y'all see the intended target. That post route, you taking a chance. There's too many guys deep to try to hit that post. I definitely could have probably hit that drag route. Probably not. Nope. The drag was not there. Either the mesh concept wasn't there. Tight end ran too deep and got hung up. And then Bond right here, he's just not in a clear enough window. See right there? You could throw it. His back is turned, but it's on Heisman, so I didn't want to chance that. The running back should have been open down there by the sideline. Well, he was open, but good gracious. See, where Arch put that ball was perfect. The running back just should have stemmed out a little bit more. Now, Blue isn't a receiving wide receiver, so I mean a receiving running back, so that could have something to do with it as well. But where he put that ball is the perfect spot for him to have caught that ball and got into the end zone. But still, y'all understand the concept. Okay, 2 high safety, screenplay right here. The key right here to this screenplay is the corner. The corner is backed off extremely far. Okay, so this tells me just from my pre-snap read that I'm gonna go. Now, here's the catch-22. Just because he's playing off now doesn't mean at the snap of the ball he's going to continue to stay off, okay? If he comes down, I need to check down because with the way that this game works, when those guys come down, for some reason, the guys like you see Moore Jr. is supposed to go and set a block on that corner, but it's a good chance he probably won't if he comes down. But pre-snap read, let's go there. Snapping the ball, he stays back. I got a lead blocker. One-on-one, make a guy miss. There we go. That's money. Little tic-tac down the field. Now, I'm going very slow here. Only reason why is so I can explain what's going on. But guys, the air raid offense is an up-tempo type of offense. They utilize a lot of turbo. They utilize a lot of no huddle. And they just change formations on the go. Now, what's interesting is you saw the play art, right? Okay, this tackle was supposed to go and block out, but he stays put. Okay, he stays put. It's a screenplay. He could have let that guy go, okay, and we would have had an extra blocker, which would have been beautiful. It could have turned into a tunnel screen. He picks up his block, okay, and then with the lineman here, instead of me running to the outside, I could have ran to the inside, but not really because he has inside leverage on the wide receiver, so that wouldn't have worked, but whatever. All right, we got a one high safety look right here. All right, my stress player here is the cornerback, not the linebacker, the cornerback. If the cornerback takes this slant stop route, whatever you want to call it, then I'm hitting the post because it's one high safety. This play is actually perfect with what they're lined up in. That is insane. It's a 3-3-5 defense. 3 down linemen, 3 backers, 5 secondary backs. They have one guy roll down. Doesn't mean he's going to stay down. Snapping the ball, he could bail and the corner could come up. But right here, the stress player is definitely this corner. You have these backside slants to basically hold the backers and that backside safety, okay? That's going to open up this corner route by Nesbitt. Is his name Nesbitt? Moore. That's Moore Jr. I ain't got my glasses on. Money. Go eat. Yes, sir. Anticipation. And you know what's crazy is College Football 26, they said that it's going to reward you for like making those anticipatory throws. Unless that's in Madden. I may have gotten them mixed up. Okay, so once again on this play here, like I told you, because of the defensive alignment, my stress player is this cornerback. If he stays with the number 1, then I know that post is open because with that one high middle safety, the middle safety here, he is not going to be able to get to that corner route in time. He is not him. He is not that guy, okay? So, snapping the ball, look what he does. Isaiah Bond, with his great speed, takes the corner out of the play, okay? He sits down. That play ain't open, but it's dead. The receiver, Moore Jr., did a great job because of pre-snap alignment, okay? This safety has inside leverage on him. The reason why is because he has a corner on the outside. So it makes sense for him to take away the inside leverage here, but instead it works out in our favor because now the receiver has perfect leverage to get off of him and go get that football. Perfect placement by the quarterback, touchdown, strike up the band. One high safety look again, 3-3-5 defense. We got mesh concept going. Okay. So once again, in the mesh concept, your stress players are your linebackers, okay? You got a deep out by the number 1 receiver to the trip side. That is to hold the corner. Once again, this defense is at a disadvantaged situation with the one high safety. But it could work out in their favor. Like I said, remember, this is all about balance. I'm positive, or I'm pretty sure, once the receiver goes in motion, the defense is going to shift. Now, the issue is you've got a mesh concept with 4 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. It's a chance this might not come open, you know, because actually the defense is actually at the advantage based off of alignment. We are at the disadvantage. Okay, I'm gonna need time in the pocket. The thing that could benefit me here is Isaiah Bond's athleticism. Looking for my check down from blue right here. They go in motion, they slide over. Okay, they stand put. Just a mismatch right there. That's why that comes open, man. That is a mismatch with those linebackers. Good job right there. Okay. I love it. Tunnel screen action. I love these types of tunnel screens, man. Because if the linemen pull the way that they're supposed to, dude, and you get enough time to get this ball off, you can have some fun with this. The disadvantage offensively is that you only have 3 down linemen, which means the defense has more skill guys. Okay, so this is where, you know, your personnel comes into play. You need good, agile, pass blocking linemen. Because as you can tell, there's a lot of plays where they end up pulling or running screens and stuff like that. So hopefully we get enough time to get this ball off. He got to stop. You got to stop right there. That's on the wide receiver. They did their job to the T. Okay, we got some pre-snap motion going on. I don't care about all that. So looking at the instant replay right here, the linemen do a great job of going, okay, you're supposed to stop. He should stop, okay? I don't know why Bond just continues to run right here. If you stop right here and get that ball, okay, you have a lane. Bam, right there. Stop. Sit down right there. But no, he keeps running. And that makes no sense. Because even in the play art, it has him stopping after a certain distance, okay? That would have been perfect right here. Because if he catches that ball right there, it is 4 on 2, and we are off to the races. Please fix that logic, okay? We got some motion going on. It's a screen play, 2 high safety look. Looks like the corners are pressing. I'm going to tell you right here, even though it's a screen play, don't be afraid to hit those wide receivers if they beat those corners off the ball. I'm going to take a shot because why not? Oh, come on. You got to catch them, dog. Get you a possession wide receiver. That's a catch. 3 high safety look, 3-3-5 stack. Another screenplay should work beautifully because everybody's backed off the football. I want you to look over to the trip side, though. Okay? I'm going to put X. I can't audible his route. Oh, my gosh. That would have been beautiful. Look at R1. That corner could be. We'll just run the screen concept here. Oh, man, there's some stuff backside that looked pretty tasty, but I couldn't even audible the route. Okay, 2 high safety look, tunnel screen action again. Let's see if we can run it right this time. He sits it down perfect. Good job picking up those blocks. Good job. I just had to kind of sprint out with the quarterback to give myself some time. All right, 2 high safety, mesh concept. Okay, backside, we got a backside corner route. I'm telling you straight up, this is not going to be open. That corner route is not going to be open. You got a safety over the top, and there's nothing holding the corner down. Now, you do have this bubble route, okay, by the running back right here. The safety could bite on that. I mean, the corner could bite on that, but I don't think he will. And if he does, then you still got, let's see what happens. I think I'm going to end up hitting the running back on this check now. Nope. Got to get it out. Yeah, that the lineup, if that corner was playing down, it'd been a little bit different. All right, so is this a stick concept? I don't know. Stress player right here is the safety. If he goes with the wide receiver deep and that corner drifts, if the corner stays down on the running back, then X will be open. Oh, come on. He read that beautifully. Run play right here. Okay. There we go. Get that cornerback moving out of there. Get that cornerback moving out of there. Oh, this is their prevent defense. The other one was 3-3 stack. This should be easy money right here because the safeties are too far off. Way too far off. That's easy money. Nobody's going to line up like that in the game unless it's like you're trying to win the game or something. I tried to let him get upfield a little bit. I don't know. I mess with this air raid a little bit. Okay, the defense is playing very tight in the box. If they don't drop, this is crazy. They do drop. And see that passing lane? This is the running lane, dude. That's what I'm talking about. You get you a dual threat quarterback, that play broke down. You don't have to force anything. Running at the first down. Mesh concept right here with the motion. They adjust. The safety rolls down. I just tried to lay it over his head. I didn't have enough time on that one. Good play by the defense. Okay, this is like a fade concept by the slot receivers. Everybody's playing back on this, so hit one of these shorter routes right there. Don't tempt that long route. I mean, you can, but another concept. That safety rolls down. Okay, get the corner moving. The safety drifted with the corner right there. He actually stayed back right there, but because of those wide stances by the lineman, that comes open. Okay, screenplay right here. Get my blockers out there, and we are off. Okay, safety's rolling down. Could be blitzing. Could be blitzing. Let's check him actually. Okay, check. ID to Mike. Yeah, the backer should have just sat on that. I don't know why he drifted outside. That's the one. That's what gave me that little inside zone action right here. No dice. No dice. Okay, 3 high safety look, no problem. Hand the ball off. You gotta be able to run the ball effectively. That's not an effective run with 3 down linemen. We have the advantage in the box. No rotation right here. Stress player is this outside safety. They're there. Just hit my check down and get some kind of yards. Some yards better than no yards. 1 high safety look, 3-3 stack. Wide receiver in motion. We dropping back. Nothing doing. We take the sack. Too many loss of yards right there. Empty set. Stretching the field right here. Go get that, dude. He put that on the money, dog. 1 high safety look right here. The same route concept. It's not there. Find the lane and go. Go. It's not there. They played that perfectly. There we go. Oh, break some tackles, young man. There we go. Yeah. All right, so that is the air raid offense in a nutshell. Like I said, it's a fast-paced offense. Running it in practice is slow paced because you're not going up tempo, you're not going no huddle and stuff. But you got to just understand what is the play trying to accomplish. Who is your stress players in this concept? Who are you trying to put pressure on the defense? Notice your check downs. Know where they're at all times. Know what the defense is lined up in, what they could do, because at the end of the day, they can disguise their coverages and you don't really know. Utilize up tempo. Utilize a playmaker at wide receiver, somebody that can get down in space. You know what I'm saying? And then get you some agile offensive linemen that are good at pass blocking, and you're golden with this offense, man. It is a fun offense, especially if you just love to throw the football. So let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the power spread next. So I know you said power option, but it's really a power spread concept. We'll probably do that one next and then cover some defensive stuff as well. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.